Over the last few days, and honestly it's probably been longer than a week now, a report has been circulating that the director of Captain America Brave New World has been either fired or was fired some time ago, and other people were brought on board to take care of the final cut of the film. So let's talk about this and see what exactly is happening. So for those not aware, it was Julius Onah that was hired to direct Captain America Brave New World. Now, of course, the film went through some reshoots and some troubled development, and of course, this was all impacted further by the writer and actor strike, and then some more reshoots that happened after that. Now, the news in regarding to him being fired comes from what most people will say is a grifter site. And if you just look at this site's history, and I'm not going to talk about them because it's pointless to give sites like this exposure, they mainly focus on spreading lies, is the best way to put it, or trying to stir the pot and trying to make things look a lot worse than they are. And just by looking at this and trying to dig further into it, I found no other report. No insider, no scooper, no big trade, nobody talked about this happening. Literally nobody besides this one site. Which is my first red flag, because you would think that somebody would have supplied this info to one of the bigger trades, especially if they were on the film. And what makes this even more interesting is the fact that if you look at some of the history on this specific site of posts they've had, where they try to say this is bad or that's bad, or there's concerns that Deadpool and Wolverine is terrible and it's gone too woke and all this. Those articles have mysteriously disappeared because they were proven wrong. Now, at the same time, they could be right. Maybe Julius was fired. Maybe they hated his cut of the film and he was replaced with a shadow director, somebody to take it over, which has happened before. You know, we know that Alan Taylor, he had problems with Thor 2. And Joss Whedon even came on board and helped that film and even directed a couple things, and it was a complete mess. That production was a mess, and it shows in the film. But we knew that that movie was having problems the entire time. There just seems to be a lot of bad faith here in regards to this, especially when they only run articles that seem to paint a bad light on projects that are always having some doubts from fans or people that aren't exactly excited about Sam Wilson being Captain America. And if you look at the comments and the shares, it's all the people going, Sam's not my captain. So what I'm saying is, I don't entirely believe this. Now, if it turns out to be true when we get close to the release of the film, okay, we'll talk about it. But when there is so little evidence to support any of this, and people are buying it as a fact, it doesn't sit well with me. Especially from a source that's been proven to make stuff up frequently. And even frequently get called out by people. That just, it doesn't track.